Hi, my name is Em and I live in Melbourne, Australia with my 2 teenage kids and a cat called Darcy. I show you what it's like living in the world's most livable city, home to the world's best coffee and pho, as well as show you some home cooking, beauty, fashion and styling tips. So please subscribe to Romance Your Life and welcome to Gen X Diaries. Good morning. I am going to do a weekend vlog for you guys today. Let's go. The issue is Saturday morning is such a rare thing to be able to sit in and just not do much. Hello, Darcy. I normally do a cleanse and then some moisturizer as part of my beauty routine. Then I would plaster with some sunscreen. Then, remember I told you about my favorite tool? I think as I age, this part here is sagging. So I'm just trying to sculpt it back to shape, but not having much luck. I have really poor skin. Just need a lot of hydration, but I think I need to drink lots of water, really, to fix the issue at hand. Now it's the eye moisturizer thingy. Just put it on my little pinky. Oof, not too close. And you're supposed to put on your ring finger actually, because it's supposed to be the finger that can put the least bit of pressure on your eye area, but you know, whatever suits, I guess. Gosh, my skin is so dry, I don't know. I need to think about how to improve it. And there's also this tool. I just put it around my eyes because it feels so nice. It's really nice and cold. It's rose quartz. Iron out those wrinkles. Actually, it's quite confrontational looking at my face so close up. Obviously, I have a skin issue that I'm trying to fix at the moment, which is dryness and a lot of pigmentation. I know it's part of the aging process. I loved the sun when I was a kid, and back in the days I didn't really put on much sunscreen, and now I'm paying the price for it. But having said that, I think, you know, I'm going to try my best to try and restore it. Very important. 15 plus. No, hang on. It's 30 plus. Need to get stronger. This is to hide my terrible pigmentations. It is what it is, you know. Can't change who I am, and I just have to try and mask it a little bit. A bit of lip balm. And a colour I don't really wear, but I'm just going to try and use it up because it does have also SPF in it as well, SPF 15, so it's kind of good as a protection. I think I'm gonna put my hair up today, which is what I usually do when I go for a walk. And you know, my fringe is, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, so that's kind of it as my sort of face to go out into the world for a bit of a brisk walk on a Saturday morning. Everyone, is my look for a Saturday morning in Melbourne. Now I just need coffee. So, do you put the milk in first or do you put the coffee in first when you're making a coffee? This is how I do it. Coffee first, then the milk. Peanut butter gluten-free muffins. I won't lie, but the amount of time that next door neighbour mow his lawn is absolutely obsessive, I think, level. It's a lot of lawn maybe, but anyway, I was coming out here for a bit of peace and quiet, but I just don't think I'm going to get one thing to do. These little babies are going in here. I'm going to listen to a podcast on fashion. And it's time for a walk. I thought I would go and visit the shops and donate some stuff at the local charity op shop. And I might also just check out what they have as well. It's so nice to walk around the neighborhood. I really like where I live. It's really quiet on a Saturday most of the time, especially in January. And look, Christmas trees. Council won't collect that until Easter. And this bench here, if it was recovered, could be okay. The millinery shop down this street is really cool to look at. I really do love hats. Hats just really give personality, I believe. So here we are at the op shop. Let's go. Right, so that was such a long walk and carrying quite a few things. As you can see, I went to the op shop. Oh my god, my hair looks terrible. And then stopped by the supermarket to pick up a couple of items for dinner. And I came home to this. I'm not too sure what this is, but it's a little packet. Yeah, I'll unbox it in front of you. Right, here we go. So, it's very well taped up. Woo, I'm excited. It's interesting. Gosh, that is so much foam. Wow. And there's more. Oh, sunglasses. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's a couple of brands on Instagram that's been trying to get me to work with them, and I think this one is, what is it? Oh, it's from a fashion company starting with letter D. What do you think? They also sent me a ring. I'm really into gold jewelry of late. I haven't had a manicure for a while, but it's not bad, isn't it? And then some chains. Okay, thank you. Ooh, and a bit of a punk chain, which is kind of quite cute. All right, I'll style these and post them on my Instagram. Well, after a bit of exercise, I tend to have a bit of a nap, especially on a Saturday afternoon. And my cat Darcy loves to come and nestle next to me. The story with Darcy is that my ex-colleague gave her to me. And when she came to me, she really smelled of cigarettes. And I used to joke with my former colleague that I think he rescued her from some kind of a a drug den. Not him, but like someone that he knows had like a whole litter of kittens. And I said at the time that I was looking for a cat, a tabby, because it has the little M marking on the head, as you can see. So yeah, so Darcy came to us, and I love her so much. She's about 2 years old. We thought that she was a he, but the vet got it quite wrong until she was getting neutered, and I had a call saying, Darcy is actually a female and it's $200 extra. Thanks. Talk about the inequality of being a female. Hey, Darcy. I don't know why people say that cats are not affectionate or snobby. Certainly aloof at times, but Darcy here is really affectionate and has such a great personality. She really makes me laugh a lot of the times. And you know, I had a dog called Joey once, a Westie, but unfortunately we lost him because of a skin issue. So from then on, my heart was so broken I had to get a cat, because I think dogs just take something away from you. But then pets do. So these are what I believe is called the money plant. And I have a plant that I have cut these little leaves from, and I have been trying to propagate them by sticking them in some water and growing their roots. And so you see how it's all coming through now? Well, I'm going to plant one of these big boys. This here is the mother plant. And these came from this plant originally. It's taken me something like 4 weeks to let it grow like that. So to propagate, which is taking a cutting and putting it into a pot and growing into a new plant, I just put some soil into a pot, something that I learned during COVID, and proceed to, plant it into the soil and hope that it will just take off. Isn't it interesting how life evolves? I used to never be into growing plants, cooking, or anything like that. And I guess, life stage just brings in new interests for us. But it really gives me a bit of joy just to, watch something that I have nurtured flourish. And so, yes, now I'm into a bit of gardening. I guess I'm pretty lucky to have a small garden. And I love it. It's really peaceful. Voila, a new plant. Now this is probably one of the most sexiest things I've ever seen. I know it sounds a bit funny, but when I talk about romancing your life, I'm talking about taking the ordinary and finding beauty and humor and, I guess, romance in it. It's just a simple act of pouring water over a plant, which you have just recreated, I guess, for yourself. But I think anything with slow motion, as evident here, and I am getting into filmmaking a bit, just makes it so much more enjoyable to watch. I mean, you can totally wax lyrical just looking at this footage. For example, shall I compare thee to a summer's night? Thou art more beautiful and more temperate. Something like that. I may have butchered Shakespeare's most famous sonnet, but I was just illustrating that in nature, if you slow down things a bit, it can really be a work of art. Romance your life, I say. cool lights up, mate. Hey, so it's about 9:30, and typically I would end the night journaling a little bit. So I think I'm just going to jot down a couple of thoughts for today. It's been a really nice day actually, so. Journaling. Do you guys do it? I've recently rediscovered it. I used to journal a lot when I was a little girl, and then life happens and you're just too busy living life, and then, life happens again and you find that you go back to journaling because it is really a safe space. And, I would just write a couple of pages at the end of the day, not very consistently, but I try to. And it's just so nice just to pour into those pages a couple of key thoughts. I don't write very deeply because I always have this fear that someone's going to read my diary. And I don't really want to put it online, use a software, electronic file to do so. I just think that journaling needs to happen in a paper, hard copy book. Well, it's the end of Saturday and I'm about to go and hit the sack. But just thought I'd come on here and say it's been really nice to show you what I've been doing during the day. And yeah, it's a pretty peaceful weekend this weekend. I am not going to be going out socializing too much because I'm saving for something pretty special, which I won't divulge yet. But so yes, it's just one of these more peaceful weekends. But anyway, it's been fun. I've had so much ticked off my to-do list, and now it's time to say goodnight. So with that, see you tomorrow.